What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing a review video a little bit different than normal. So behind me is a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. Now this isn't just a normal Silverado HD, this one is an LTZ with the Z71 package, but this truck has a really sick package. This is called a Rocky Ridge K2 package, and this truck's MSRP is $98,000. So this is nearly a six-figure big Duramax diesel truck. And first off, let's get the size. If you want to frame up how big it is, I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on, and it's got some size to it for sure. But we're here at Randy Marion Chevrolet. We filmed a ton of videos with them, as you guys have seen in the past, so big shout out to them for letting me check out this truck for today's video. I've driven these stock Duramaxes, but never been in a 6-inch lifted 37-inch tire, massive diesel truck like this, especially with a six-figure price tag. But this thing is awesome. They sell these things like hotcakes. So I'll have Randy Marion down in the description. Check them out. They definitely have a huge selection of their normal Chevy and GM vehicles, and then they have a ton of these lifted trucks. So really check them out. So I guess we're going to start up underneath the hood. Of course, we have the 6.6 liter Duramax diesel engine pumping out 445 horsepower with 910 pound-feet of torque. That is some crazy torque with a truck like this, and definitely a lot of fun once you drive it in a second. And this Duramax engine is also paired to the 10-speed automatic transmission, sending the power to the rear wheels. And being the Z71, of course, we have four-wheel drive, so we have the transfer case and all that good stuff. And we just got B-roll shots of the engine, and now this is the dilemma. So we're at 8 feet. I don't know, what do you think, Mike?
Yeah,
is that an 8-foot reach? So give me a second. I'm not used to climbing on trucks for reviews, but I think this is what we have to do. Alright, we got the hood closed. This is a big truck. What are you gonna do? So now let's talk about the suspension before we get into the exterior styling. So we have a Rocky Ridge 6-inch lift kit, and the cool thing is when they buy these trucks, they actually buy them from Rocky Ridge, not directly from Chevrolet. Rocky Ridge is buying these from Chevy, modifying them, and then dealerships are buying them. So really cool how this all works. But we have all their suspension components and everything, and we got some crazy space here for a lot of articulation. And then we got the massive tires and wheels. They got fuel rims on them. A really cool design overall. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the exterior styling. Being the 2020 Silverado, of course, LTZ and Z71, we have the new grille with Chevrolet written out on it. I really like the upgrade comparing it to previous years with just the bow tie. I think this looks really cool on the Duramax. And then we have these chrome slots, a forward-facing camera, the Z71, and then body color bumper with all four of the parking sensors, LED fog lights down below as well. And then on the hood, we have a cool vent. I think that's standard on all the Duramaxes. But then the Rocky Ridge also gives it this decal as well. Then we have your Duramax logo, Z71, and then moving to the side, just has a really good look. The color does a good job kind of showing off all the lines. And the Silverado in general, I think it has a really good side profile, looks very proportional. We have your tow mirrors that automatically slide out when needed, and they are body colored as well, so I think that just adds some nice class. And then one thing really cool, and I would absolutely recommend this on any bigger lifted truck. Again, it's a big truck. And the cool thing is when you open up the doors, we have the amp power side steps. This makes it really easy, as Mike's water bottle photobombs the video, but it makes it super easy to hop into the truck. Still a big step. I mean, it's not a small truck, and I can't convey that, I don't think, well on camera, but it's a big truck. So I like having that. They automatically close up, of course, when you close the doors. And then standard for a Duramax, you got these side steps in the bed and on the rear bumper, and then the standard diesel exhaust. And then one thing really cool, so we also have the body color bumper, the Rocky Ridge logo. One thing I like with the 2020 LTZs, you just press the button, tailgate automatically opens up. And of course, you have a full bed liner bed here, which is up to my rib cage basically, so you got some height to it. But something really cool, you just press the button again and it automatically closes. I don't think I've seen other brands doing that. I've been in the Fords, we've checked out the Rams, and I can't remember if they do that. So if not, that's pretty awesome from General Motors having that feature. But that's kind of about it for the rear end. We have a backup camera, rear parking sensors, a camera up on the top of the cab as well. So you have all 360 cameras. And we have cameras under the mirrors as well. So this thing has all that, and for a really big truck, which those are all standard on this truck anyway, I think that is a really good feature. So that's a good look at the exterior of the 2020 Silverado 2500 HD. Comment down below, what do you guys think of the Silverado in general? And then this Rocky Ridge package, buying a brand new truck, completely under warranty with a massive 6-inch lift and all the crazy features that are on this truck. What do you guys think of that concept? Because a lot of people will buy a stock truck, modify it afterwards, and that can kind of interfere with your warranty. When you're buying this, it's completely covered. So a really cool concept. Now to take a look at the interior, we have the new Chevy key fob, and we do even have a button to open and close the tailgate, which is really cool. We also have the remote start as well. So let's go ahead and hop inside. So you can see a good look at these power side steps now, and then being the LTZ, we have all black leather interior with perforated leather. We have contrast stitching, and Rocky Ridge has their logo up on the headrest. Heated and cooled seats as well. Taking a look at the door panel, we have the standard armrest with some cushioning, and then a really cool wood grain design. All of your window controls and mirror controls, the aluminum grab handle, lock, unlock, and memory seating, then a little bit more leather as well. This is the challenging part, taking a massive step inside the truck. And now we can check out everything inside. Keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. So then now inside the Duramax, taking a look at the entire interior now, we have an LCD screen in the center of these gauges, which has a lot of temperatures and vitals up top, as well as your 4-wheel drive. You have your speedo on the right and tack in the left. And then using the controls over on this right side, we can scroll up and down through pages and scroll left and right. So we can check out your tire pressure, scrolling through to other things. So very nice. This is all standard in a Silverado. And then you can continue scrolling over to music, nav, phone, and then you have some settings you can go into. So really cool to see that. And then back under the home screen, you just have some settings like that. Then we also have your forward collision, adaptive cruise, and a heated steering wheel, and all of your cruise control. Then your wipers over on the left side. Heads-up display system over here. Then we have extra auxiliaries, electronic parking brake, and then a lot of your headlight controls, the rear dome light, and then all your 4-wheel drive. Then a really good look at the dash with all the contours and everything. A little bit of cubby space up top. And then I really love the screen you get in this rear view mirror. You have your standard mirror, and then flipping this, that's the camera that you saw in the rear of the cab. Then we have the touchscreen display, navigation, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Very easy and nice to use everything. And then what's very cool on this screen, if we go over to climate, we can see all the climate controls popping up on the actual screen, as well as using the same buttons down below. We even have LCD screens for the dual zone climate and all the different zones. And then another cool feature, if we hit home, we can go under camera and check out all the different views. We have your 360 top down over on the left with the front view on the right side. And then just tapping this, that switches to the rear view. Then we can take a look at a top down for the rear and for the front. Then hitting this button, we have a 360 view of the truck. You can even see Mike sitting over on the corner right there, which is kind of funny. And then you can get a close-up of each front wheel and rear wheel, which is really cool to see. And then tapping this, that deletes the side view. And then moving below that, we have all your seat controls, heated and ventilation, and then buttons in the center for your brake exhaust, your lane keeping and parking sensors. You have a tailgate button as well, downhill control. Flipping this panel up, we have a 3-prong outlet, some USBs and a 12-volt, and then of course the trailer brake. And then looking in the center, we have some storage and wireless charging, 2 cup holders as well, some wood trim, and a little bit of storage right there. Taking a look at the center console now, we have more of the leather. Opening this up, one thing very cool, these trucks, the Rocky Ridge ones, have a lockable safe here. So a really cool storage solution for anything that you're gonna need to be locked up and safely secured. So really cool touch. And then over on the right side, of course, we have the dual glove boxes, a little bit of space up top, and then a decent amount of space back here as well. So really cool how everything is laid out. Basically, the Rocky Ridge for the interior gets you the safe as well as the headrest. And then we do have a sunroof being an LTZ with all of your controls. And then taking a look at the rear seat space, we have a similar looking rear door, and then the same black leather with perforated leather on these rear seats. I do like how these Silverados have these cubby things right here. You can open this up, get a lot of extra space, and then the bottoms actually fold up to have a lot of space. So we're gonna go ahead and hop inside, which again, gotta climb up into this truck. We have your heated seat button and some USBs and auxiliaries with air vents, and then cup holders as well, then a little bit of storage space. And then taking a look at the actual seat space, this is a crew cab truck, so you have a ton of space back here. Even the headroom, there's a big cubby kind of cut out for your head, but a lot of arm room and everything like that. And then even looking at the center here, we can fold this down. We have some cup holders and another really good armrest. So really roomy back here for sure. A lot of legroom and knee room as well. And then you definitely get some really good amenities all around. All right, guys, I have made it inside the Rocky Ridge 2500. So yeah, comment below, what do you guys think of a massive truck like this lifted up? And if you guys are familiar with the channel, as far as lifted trucks go, I am used to a 4-inch lifted Toyota Tacoma. I'm very used to that, and I've driven a few lifted Jeeps before. So this is kind of new for me. I did have quite a few lifted diesel trucks like this back a few years ago when I worked at a car dealership, and I drove them quite a bit. So I guess it's just been a little while since I've been in a truck like this. Turning circle isn't too bad actually. I actually cleared that, which is really good. I do like though with the camera, the 360 view, watching the front wheels there, that is super cool. And it works until maybe about 10 miles an hour. So first and foremost, here's a bunch of their lifted trucks, ranging from like 3-inch to 6-inch lifts. But when this is next to a stock one, just looking at that stock one right there, that thing looks so tiny. And it's not like a Silverado is a small truck anyways. But we're gonna get up out on the road, 910 pound-feet of torque with a 37-inch tire, barely giving it gas. And we're right up to 35, 40, just like that speed limit. Yeah, you still got the torque. And one thing really cool actually, these trucks come with a calibrated speedometer. So they're already calibrated for the 37-inch tires. I'm not sure if you can program that after the fact if you want to put like 40s or something crazy on it. But it's pretty neat that you can buy this truck brand new having something like that. So getting back up to speed, now getting up to like 50 as we get on this main road now. Gets up to speed very nicely, and being an LTZ, of course, it's comfortable in here. You know, we have all the nice leather, all the amenities, but one thing really impressive, it actually drives like a stock truck. That's really cool. It's tracking super straight. This is a very bumpy road. This has Rocky Ridge's own suspension kit in it, so it's their own shocks. That's a really big bump there, but it's handling it very well. It's not like wobbling. I know a lot of big lifted trucks, sometimes you hit a bump and the whole truck just is very unsettling and unstable. This one, super stable feeling. The brakes seem to do a pretty good job as we come to a stop, and then getting back up to speed now on a nice smooth road. Nice and smooth now. But even for being such a massive truck, I mean, this is a 2500 Duramax, they're already big. It seems to be pretty easy to navigate and keep on the road. And as that lifted other truck went by, that thing looked really small. And actually, let me turn on the mirror camera right there. That is a nice feature as well. That does a really good job letting me see exactly what's behind me. As far as visibility goes, the frontward view is awesome. I can see the hood, that vinyl decal in the center, and even the Allison Duramax diesel logo on the side. But you definitely are way up above everything else. Like, you have a really good view out. Mirrors do a really good job. Side windows are huge. And then even looking over your left and right shoulder, like any pickup truck, visibility is fantastic. You have no issues there. So I don't really see any issues being such a lifted truck as far as the normal convenience of being to see out of it. Definitely is really nice. But definitely driving in it now, I got the cooled seat on because it's like 95 degrees outside. Really comfortable, as you would expect from an LTZ. You still retain all of the good features, but then this thing is such a big truck. Now, $100,000 truck, it's definitely up there. A lot of the diesel trucks we do review range from like 70 to 80 anyway, so it's not like these brand new diesels are cheap. A lot of people do comment on our diesel truck reviews, like shocked with the pricing. They're all around that price, so this one of course has, you know, quite a lot of money into it, the warranty and all that kind of stuff. So comment below, what do you guys think of buying a truck that is, you know, more expensive than a stock one from the factory like this? It's definitely a cool concept. But as far as driving this one, I mean, I'm having no issues navigating it. We got a nice little S-turn right here. Not exactly something you're gonna do in a big old truck, but just hitting these turns now, it's really stable actually. That is really impressive. It's just not wobbly at all. And the 37-inch tires, they are a kind of semi-aggressive off-road tire. You can hear them just a little bit, but it's not annoying at all. They're not mud terrains. So I like, at least with this truck, you get an aggressive tire, but it's not enough to just make it undrivable. So that is about wrapping it up for driving a 6-figure brand new Silverado 2500 Duramax. This has a Rocky Ridge K2 package, that's what it's called. Epic truck for sure. It looks insane on the outside. I would love to have one of these as like my tow vehicle, have a massive trailer on the back with whatever sports car on it to trail it to tracks and stuff like that. It is definitely a super sweet truck. Once again, huge shout out and thank you to Randy Marion Chevrolet for providing this truck for today's video. I'll have the link to their website down in the description below. Definitely check them out. They have a huge selection of all the brand new 2021 vehicles even coming in, and of course the 2020s. And they also have a huge selection of all these lifted trucks, as you're gonna see in the window right now. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button if you like videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.